Hi, friends. This is Suzanne, and I'm here to do a 20-minute yoga session with you to help you build your balance, your strength, and your confidence, and to help your body really relate to the earth. So we'll get going right away. You can see I've set up some props here. I've got a chair and a block. So if you have those two things, that would be great. Now come to the edge of your chair and draw your low back in and up. So usually we sit in this slumped position, right? Slumpasana for hours a day. So we're gonna undo that. Draw the low back in and up. Rotate your inner thigh down and take your sitting bone out to the side. Now, you could do this anytime you sit. Great. Low back in and up. Good. Now, momentarily, let's push down on the top of the thighs. So, grounding the thigh back more deeply into the hip socket. Lengthen up from there. Okay, now it should feel pretty good. Now you can let go. Close your eyes. Turn to your breath. Good. And really just let your body soften. Feel the body relating to the earth, just softening into gravity. So the hips get heavier, the feet get heavier. Good. Now from here, you can bring your hands in front of prayer position and just breathe in some gratitude for your body and all it has done for you. Let's bow your head. Fantastic. Release your hands. And then inhale, raise your arms up, push into your feet. See how that feels? Exhale down. Good. We're going to do this two more times. Push into your feet. Feel how strong that feels as you reach up. Exhale down. So we're connecting earth and sky here, even as we sit. Push. Inhale up. Fantastic. Now from here, bow forward a little bit and see if you can come to stand without using your hands on the chair. Excellent. All right. So we're going to do grab a tennis ball. I'm sorry I didn't tell you to get that sooner. But we're going to do a quick massage of the bottoms of the feet. Now imagine you're just going to bring your weight as, look strongly as you can down onto, could be a used tennis ball, one that's maybe not quite so bouncy is great. And imagine your foot is a floor that you are vacuuming thoroughly. So you're going to get every corner of that foot with the bottom of the ball. You're going to go into all the sides. Whew. You would not vacuum a room just by going down the middle, right? Oh my goodness. So there's a lot of interesting stuff in your arch. So you can explore that, see how it feels. All right, so this could be the single most helpful thing for you to do to help you relate to the earth, working with the connective tissue at the bottom of the foot every day. Okay, now release that foot, feel side to side how different that might feel. Let's go back and do the left foot. So our feet are our foundation. They will affect everything all the way up. So our ankles, our knees, our hips. So you can again thoroughly vacuum this side of your foot. Oh my goodness. And sometimes we have problems with the plantar fascia on the bottom of the foot. It gets rigid or and tight, or it falls away. from it's no longer a support for us. So keeping it hydrated, keeping it flexible is going to actually affect the connective tissue all the way up the body. So very important. All right, so now that we've explored that, that's something you can do easily every day. All right, now grab your block. Excuse me. We're going to put the block right below the knees. Now take a look at your feet and be very, very picky about this, that your feet are hip width apart and the second toes are parallel. So you don't have a one foot wandering off to the side, which is completely common. All right, now notice, where's your weight? Is it forward over your toes? And if it is, can you bring it back over your heels and start to feel the weight bearing that happens when you do that? Hug the block. Weight back, bring your hands to your hips, press on down into the earth. Rise on up toward the sky. Breathe fully here. All right, now if we just did this one pose, we're going to bring the palms to face forward. This is called mountain pose, Tadasana. You could close your eyes or leave them open, but just feel that you're connecting deeply into the earth, that your base helps you rise up toward the sky. And you breathe in. Again, a simple pose to do every day. Excellent. So as you breathe, like the mountain is still, right? But always, there's all sorts of things happening on a mountain. There's movement, there's animals, there's erosion, right? So life is always moving. Awesome. Now from here, you can release a little bit. We're going to bend the knees. I'm going to go sideways so you can see. Bend your knees, stick your butt out by taking your thighs back. I'm going to have you think about creating this low back curve. So we don't want you to be hunched over with a flat back or a round back. I got to take my thighs back. You see how I can curve that part of my spine? It is super important. Now from here, take the hands to the top of the thighs, and you're going to push down like we did in the chair. Hug the block. Yeah. Widen your sitting bones and draw your tailbone down. Good. Oh, that should feel good. Now from here, inhale, come on up. You might be able to bring your arms overhead. Good. And exhale on down. Good. Let's try it again. Big breath in, thighs back. Now lift and spread your toes. Yeah. Hug those shins in strongly. You can put your toes down, but no gripping with the toes. So push the top of the thighs back. Get that nice low back feeling. Good. Now I'm in like a little back bend, shoulders back. Yes. Push down into your feet. Inhale, float your arms up. Super. And come on down one more time. So you're going to take the top of your thighs back. Push back. This is chair pose, Utkatasana. Widen your sitting bones and draw your tailbone down into that place right there. So you're going to strengthen your abs in this way. Big breath in and out and push down into the earth and inhale all the way up and exhale. Come on down. Fantastic. Now from here, grab your block. We're going to build on this a little bit. You're going to bring the block to your inner upper thighs and saddle up here. All right. So again, second toes parallel. Good. Hug the midline. So we're hugging in with gratitude to our body. Okay, so Trying to bring the bones, the joints into a place where they feel safer. Okay, so often we get the thighs forward, take them back over the heels, keep them back and draw the tailbone down. This will lift your low belly up a little bit. Okay, now feel that. Push down into the ground. Lengthen up through the spine. Take a big breath in and out. So this again is Tadasana, mountain pose. Very simple, but not easy, right? Okay, now from here, can release. Ooh, take a little breather. Now let's try this block with chair pose. So you're gonna take the thighs back, bend the knees, and this time push the block back. So push it back. You're gonna spin the whole thigh around, sitting bones widen, root your tailbone down. Very good. Now inhale, come on up. See how that's feeling. And maybe arms float up and down. Okay, we're gonna try it again. Big breath in, press back. Awesome. And again, this low back curve is what we want. Little back bend almost, and then inhale up. Great. And last one. Inhale and exhale back. Good. Tailbone down. Good. And then inhale. Come on up. So that should be strengthening our leg muscles. Thighs back. Tailbone down. Good. Inhale, arms up. Hold one wrist, and you can bend your elbows a little bit of a stretch to one side stretch. Really welcoming in the breath. Good. And then let's go to the other side. Hold the other side. And keep really rooting down through that leg as you open up the side. Big breath in and out. Fantastic. And then from there, release. Okay, now we're going to take this block out, but those principles we learned with the block about hugging in, about moving the thighs back, we're going to keep those as we move forward. So grab your chair and bring it out to the side. Take a nice wide seat spot here. Good. Turn your right foot out and your left foot slightly in. Now notice, is my right heel lined up with my left instep? If I bring my arms out, are my arms about my wrists right over my ankles? If not, could I go a little wider? So take your stance where you feel comfortable though. From here, let's take the thighs back a little bit and push down and lengthen up. Very good. Now lift and spread your toes. Feel all four corners of the foot on the earth. You can let your toes come down. And then we're going to extend the right side. Good. And you can find the chair. Now keep the spine long, open the throat. Breathing here. And we want the thigh bone to go deeper into the hip socket here. If you want to bring your other arm up, you can. Breathing here, feeling that nice stability. Good. And then from there, push on down, come on up. Turn your feet to the front, bend one knee, and come on in. Let's go to the other side. All right. And from here, go nice and wide. So there are actions in the feet that we're learning that will definitely benefit the whole body. Turn your left foot out and your right foot slightly in. There we go. Okay, now just what we've been doing. 4 corners of the feet. Ground down. Lift and spread your toes. Lift up to your arches. Now hug your shins toward the midline. There's a lot going on. You can let your toes come down, thighs back. Now let's push down into the earth and lengthen up. Now you're welcome to stay right here, right? But if you want to try the pose, extend left side long, left side long. Excellent. You can find your chair. Good. Now keeping the spine long, open up. Good. Leaning back. Breathing here. Excellent. And then from there, inhale. Come on, all the way up. Very good. Turn your feet to the front. Bend one knee and bring your feet together. All right. Now we're going to face the chair right now. So you can just do that. Go wide with your legs. All right. Now from here, lift and spread your toes. Yeah. Feet are right straight ahead. And let your toes come down. Hug the shins toward the midline. Now that's lifting energy all the way up your inner thighs. Now from here, we're going to push down. Think of a little swan dive. So your heart goes first. You find your chair. It could be here or it could be here. Okay, so you're doing a little, almost like a little back bend here. Good, so lengthening. So you're getting maybe the benefits of a forward bend. And if I did this, see how your legs are feeling here. But I don't want you to go forward in a heap. So we want to soften the heart. Good. Widen the sitting bones, root the tailbone down. Now try this, bend your knees, lift and spread your toes. Yep. And then push down through the strength of your bones. And let your toes come down. Good. Big breath in and out. Fantastic. Now to come in, you can heel toe in, bend your knees, and push on up. Excellent. So that's a way to start using your legs so well. Okay, now we'll do Parshvotinasana, another, it's a forward bending pose, but we'll do it in such a way that we create length in the spine. So chair in front of you again, right foot forward, left foot back. Lift and spread your toes, hug the midline. Ooh, feels really good, huh? You can let your toes come down. We'll hinge at the hip. Good, and again, heart first, so you can just stay on your chair at the lower level or perhaps use the upper level. So see what feels better to you. Now I want you to scissor your legs together strongly. Like you're a giant pair of scissors, doing a scissors kick. Big breath in and up. Good, now, like you can stay breathing, smiling. See what's going on with your hamstrings. So the full pose, you could bow forward, but I would not recommend that unless it just felt really good to you. So I'm here. Good, and we're really just hugging in. Now take your right hand or whatever leg is in front, make a little lobster claw and push. I guess a horseshoe might be a better idea. Push the top of your thigh back. Good, root down through that leg. Big breath in and out. Yeah. And then from there, release your hand. And if you can, push down and come on up. Super. All right. Shake it out a little bit. And then let's try the other side. So left leg forward, right leg back. Okay, lift and spread your toes. Relate to the earth. It's like get back into those feet, right? And then from there, hug towards the midline. So shins hug in. Let your toes come down. Very good. Now from here, again, we're learning to hinge from the hip, not from the spine, right? From the hip, which might be a little bit different. You could also do this pose at a wall. Good. Big breath in and out. Soften the heart. Lengthen through the spine. So you should be getting a good stretch in your hamstrings. Hug in. Good. Breathing here. Very good. And then from there, like you know, you can see, I'm trying to go heart first, heart first, heart first. But I would just keep your hands straight and keep your spine long if you're beginning here. Oh my goodness. Now from here, we'll come up. Now, if it's not possible to push down in the earth and lift up into standing, simply walk your back leg forward, but a more advanced thing would be to try and push down. Okay, excellent. Now from here, we'll bring the chair back to the other side. Okay, and go wide with your feet. Turn your right foot out and your left foot slightly in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knee. Side angle pose. You can use your chair here. So you bend your knee. We'll take the thighs back. Hug the shins in. Good. And this should be giving you a stretch in your hip. Arm up and over. Press into your legs so that your spine starts to move like an arrow out of your pelvis. Nice strong legs, you guys. Good. And then from there, push down, come on up. Fantastic. Let's do it on the other side. All right. Legs wide. Left foot turns out. Right leg turns in. Inhale. This is actually feeling really great working this way. I love it. All right, lift and spread your toes. Hug your shins. You can let your toes come down, okay? But you're gonna bend the left knee. Find your chair. Now you could bow forward just a little bit. That's gonna take the thighs back. Rooting down through your tailbone. That's gonna make your left butt kind of wake up, right? And then arm up and over. I just gotta adjust. See, I'm feeling like I'm working with a little SI thing. So this is a great practice. So I'm being super careful to see if anything hurts and backing off that. So big breath in and out. Awesome, you guys. And then inhale and come on up. Turn your feet to the front. Bend one knee and bring your feet on in. Okay, last thing we're gonna do is come down on hands and knees. Now, if you have a knee that's bothering you, make it comfy with a blanket. Okay, blanket. Come on down onto all fours. Have your block nearby. Okay, we'll do first a little bit of cat and cow. So spread your fingers. Good. And feel your finger pads press, your knuckles press. Very good. So strong hands. Now from here, we're going to exhale up into a big dome. Inhale, sweep your heart forward. Exhale, go all the way back up. Inhale, sweep forward. Good. And you can continue way up and way down, arching your back, widening out on the way down. Very good. And we're really waking up the central channel of the body. Just being grateful for the blood pumping in your veins, for your breath. Fantastic. Now from here, okay, we're gonna try a little, I think I have to get, I have to get some traction. So you might wanna make your blanket a little bit smaller. All right, now from here, we're gonna do a little strengthening. So first position, just bring your right leg back, curl your toes under, and breathe here. Very good. Let's go to the other side. Curl toes under on the left and breathe. Fantastic. Now from here, soften your heart a little bit. So it's like a sigh of relief. Shoulder blades come together on the back. Now take one foot back and you can try to take the other foot back. So plank pose. Now hug your shins like crazy. Big breath in and out. Good. Bring your knees on down. Awesome. And you could go back into child pose if that feels okay. Rest your head on your block. Big breath in and out. Good. Now from here, I think we've come to the end of our 20 minutes. So if you'd like to take a rest, you can do that. If you want to do a couple more of those planks, feel free to do that. All right, so thank you so much for joining me. This has been a great little practice here. I'm super glad you could come, and I'll see you next time.